Ma'am, there is a query from one, I think, Kuntumala Kavita. What is OEM? She wants to know about OEM again.
Yeah, OEM is original equipment manufacturer. So all of the organizations who build something, right, are called OEMs, and this is the same across all different industries. In the technology industry, if you say Microsoft is an OEM because it's creating technology, and similarly other organizations, right? So those will also be OEMs. It's say in the automotive sector, everyone who's creating a Hyundai or a Honda or a Maruti, they're also all OEMs. So every industry has OEMs, people who are building the primary component upfront.
Ma'am, there is a question that in the evolving job market, how has the rapid technological advancement transformed the job market, and what skills are now in high demand?
All skills are in demand, to be honest. What we see is right. We try to gather trends, etc., from research reports and everything. But there is a requirement of every role type. For example, I'm not a coder. I don't code. But then my skill set is into go-to-market strategy. I create strategy for scale businesses. When I say scale businesses, these are larger subsets of businesses where you have a multiplier effect. So I work in the small and medium business space. As I was saying during my discussion as well, right? That if you try to go after something which is very hip and happening and very popular, and everyone is saying, hey, data engineer is such a cool role and I want to go after it, there is nothing called best. It is probably about a best fit. So while there might be a lot of requirement for data engineering roles, but are you the right fit for it is a question. Do you really want to do it? Maybe your skill set and your expertise and your appetite doesn't even align to it. So no point in going after something which just sounds very hip and happening. It's like saying, right, in India, all the kids in class 12 want to be an engineer. Why? We don't know. And then after 3 years we are asking ourselves the same question, what do we want to do? क्योंकि सबने
Yeah.
कह दिया कि इंजीनियर बन जाओ तो हम इंजीनियर बन गए. So that same strategy will not help you for a very very long time. Instead, if you just pick up that what are you truly good at and try to see that where are the potential roles for the skill set that I have, and is it first of all, it should not be a dying skill set, it should not be a redundant one. You know, I cannot be working on a mainframe computer today for that matter. So utna basic, if you have that basic hygiene checks in place, everything has its own scope and area, provided that you're willing to work towards it and figure out that which opportunities are present in the area that I'm interested in. Reach out to the right people. There is ample opportunity. We are 1.4 billion people in the country. We have 75 million plus organizations. So no dearth of opportunities per se.
Yeah, ma'am, that's right. So for the another question, like someone asked us that what is like importance and the role of higher education?
Education is very important, no doubt about it. But education, along with education, you also need exposure. And a lot of times, it is the exposure which takes you farther in your career than basic education does. So, basic hygiene education should be there, obviously, because it's like an entry point for a lot of different organizations.
Yeah.
Apart from that, higher education, maybe masters, depends on where are you fitting it in your career. So, for example, a lot of people right after their graduation will go for their masters. If you're doing it from a tier one institute, you have that great brand name, maybe it's a good choice. But otherwise, you might want to stay back for a little bit of time, right? Because it's not serving a specific goal for you. If you look at outside of India, most of the people who go for an MBA, the average age is 29, 30, and they come with at least 3 to 4 years of experience. In Indian classrooms, most of the people in MBA classrooms are freshers. And I realized the difference because I did my MBA after 6 years of WorkX. And that made a lot of difference. I was able to connect to what the professors were teaching. Had I been in the regular classroom, that connect would have been missing. So there is no specific answer to, is higher education important, not important? Yes, it is important. But then at what time in your career? Today, probably starting out with a skill set, developing a deeper skill set, going into technicalities, learning more is more important than getting your higher education. After a point in time, once you have understood the basics of different things, 3 4 years down the line, that higher education might act as a accelerator in your career, and it might be a better fit.
That's totally true, ma'am. So from our one viewer, we have a question, Pranshu. Yes, ma'am, I also agree with you. I'm not interested, but I have taken the admission. What I can do? Nobody, you can't
Uh,
do nothing. You
Taking
just
admission in masters.
no, ma'am. He is not specified the thing. just want to ask, he has taken admission in which he is not interested to do, तो अब वो क्या कर सकता है? भाई
देखिए
कोर्स
अब तो
कंप्लीट कर
एडमिशन
ले।
ले लिया है। हाँ, अब तो एडमिशन ले लिया है तो अब उसको कंप्लीट तो कर ही लो, बट ऑल्सो यूटिलाइज द अपॉर्चुनिटीज दैट द प्लेस इज गिविंग यू। What most people don't realize is that what most people don't realize is that every platform is today same for everyone, right? Same internet access to everyone, same sort of colleges. BTech, okay.
ओके
BTech
या
is
बीटेक।
basic education. BTech is basic education. You should complete it. I said, right, it's a very non-linear world. When I say non-linear, everyone has access to the same platforms, same education, similar sort of books, similar sort of professors. It's not a lot of difference. What can you do today to leverage the most out of it? If you think that tech, maybe technology is not something that you would want to pursue in the future, that's also fine. Just try out what are the alternatives where you can implement what you're learning today a bit, एंड देन ट्राई टू बिल्ड अ पाथ ऑन फ्रॉम देयर। प्लेटफॉर्म सबके लिए सेम ही होता है, प्लेटफॉर्म डिफरेंट नहीं है, सारे ही बच्चे बीटेक ही कर रहे हैं, सारे एवरीवन इज डूइंग एग्जैक्टली द सेम थिंग, बट व्हाट यू गेट एज एन आउटकम फ्रॉम इट विल बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम एवरीवन डिपेंडिंग द time that you're investing into it. Try to explore the different areas that you feel are around you and whatever interests you, उसमें आप अपना एक्सपर्टीज बना लो, फिर आपकी डिग्री के रिलेटेड आपको उतना प्रॉब्लम होगा नहीं। It will act as an enabler rather than a hindrance for you.
True, ma'am. For the BTech thing, we Sorex people are also from the BTech background itself. Me and my senior, those we have built the Sorex. We are also from BTech Computer Science. So I can feel the pressure and the fear for the same for the audience. But ma'am, I feel while technical skills are crucial, I know it these are crucial. But what are the like importance of? I would like from you to know that soft skills की क्या importance है, like communication, adaptability, ये सब चीजें भी industry relevant हैं. तो ये कहाँ पे एक
Yeah.
individual को एक standing out point देती हैं in their interview or anything in their career.
Actually, ये ही देती हैं. If you look at it, the slide that I was showing, right, where it had a T-shaped skill set. So T
Yeah.
is your vertical one is your technical skill set, because you need a certain basic grounding. I can say, okay, I'm great at communication. For example, I speak well, I can write well, but then what do I write about if I have no content? Or what do I speak about if there is no preliminary skill set that I have, right? So a functional expertise into anything, it's like hygiene, it has to be there. You cannot survive without it. You cannot say मुझे कुछ आता नहीं है पर मैं बातें अच्छी कर लेता हूँ इसलिए मेरे को जॉब दे दो, कोई नहीं देगा।
कोई नहीं
राइट।
देगा, yeah, I'm sure.
कोई नहीं देगा, तो आपको एक बेसिक स्किल सेट चाहिए। वो बेसिक स्किल सेट आपका कुछ भी हो सकता है। वो बेसिक स्किल सेट, सिंस ऑल ऑफ यू आर फ्रॉम बीटेक, वो बेसिक स्किल सेट आपका डेटा एनालिसिस में हो सकता है। यू कैन एस्पायर टू बी अ डेटा साइंटिस्ट, यू कैन एस्पायर टू बी एन एआई एक्सपर्ट और अ जनरेटिव एआई एक्सपर्ट, और यू कैन लर्न एनी स्पेसिफिक लैंग्वेजेस मोर एंड मोर, राइट? तो वो बेसिक स्किल सेट आपको चाहिए। बट इन अ कंट्री वेयर देर आर सो मेनी पीपल विद दैट स्किल सेट, you will still need those softer skills to make you stand out. And with time, as more and more things are actually done by technology, जो manual काम है वो सब तो technology करने लगेगा. So your skill sets are the reasons why you will stand out from other people. Communication, presentation, your entrepreneurial spirit, your growth mindset, these are the things which actually make a difference between you and the person sitting next to you. Most of the times, even in job interviews, the job interviews have two aspects. There is a technical round and then there is a cultural sort of round, and those cultural rounds are meant to assess this capability of yours.
I have also when I was interviewing for some companies after my thing, तो मैंने भी ये चीज एक्सपीरियंस करी है कि they are having separate rounds for these to check these things of an individual. Like they take technical round and aptitude round at first, and then they'll call for the final HR one-to-one talk. So they'll ask these questions like why do we hire you, or what like your goals, these kind of communications questions. They want like basically they want to see like how candidate is कि वो हमारे साथ कब तक जुड़ के रह सकता है, वो वाली चीज चेक करते हैं वो कि रिलायबल है या नहीं.
It is not just about how long you will stay with the organization, but the first question is, will you even be able to fit in the organization? Because every organization has its own
Yeah.
cultural attributes, right? They operate in a specific way, and they've been operating the same way for many, many years. They know what works out for them, what doesn't work out for them. You have to go and fit into the ecosystem. You cannot recreate the entire thing, right? So during those rounds, they are trying to basically check that are you a good fitment there?
So, ma'am, I was like talking about in the starting of the session about AI when there is a technical issue going on. So for that question, like there is an query we are having from our community that what is like from in your point of view. what is the impact of AI and automation is going on the industry? क्या impact कर रहा है AI? You would know better because you are sitting in the one of the finest corporations of the country, or I can say of the world.
Yeah, but whatever I say is not endorsed by my organization. I'll put that disclaimer again. AI will not replace human jobs, but people with AI skills will replace the people without AI skills. I'll tell you why. So much information, so many things to do. If AI can do the drudgery work for you and you can end up saving your time, smarter and more efficient person than the person sitting next to you. AI is not meant to replace human intelligence. At the end of the day, it is artificial intelligence, not human intelligence. Having that skill set is important on how to leverage it, where to leverage it, how can it make my productivity better, how can it make me more efficient. So those are essential skills that you will need. It's not meant to replace human intelligence, it is meant to serve human intelligence. It's like saying ki, I have a cell phone, but does the cell phone eliminate the need of me having to speak to people? No, it's just a tool to make me communicate better and communicate faster and easier.
Sure.
It's not meant to replace the purpose or the process of communication with people.
We are done with the questions. Guys, if you are having more questions,
Sure.
then you can post in the comment or you can just tag us in the community groups. We'll answer there. And thank you everyone for joining. And thank you, Sanya ma'am, for sharing your insights about these careers and skill sets.